but you can't win her yet. Walk her once, just raise the curtain, then you walk around twice, and you make it through. Once more, and the flower got you'll never get sore if you beg a pardon. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, si, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Squeeze her once when she is looking, get a squeeze back, that's fancy cooking. Once more, go ahead for uppers, you'll never get sore on the way to supper. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, si, do. Now look at the sound, she's a go gal, as anyone can see. Look at her now, she's a go gal, who only goes for me. Squeeze her once when she is looking, get a squeeze back, that's fancy cooking. Once more, go ahead for uppers, she'll never get sore on the way to supper. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, si, do. Shabuki, 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 the girl who's hard to get. Shabuki, 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 but you can win her yet.
Listen, your daughter and I are going to stay behind the back.
Why you?
Well, we'd like to do it in front of your back, but...
Do what? Never mind.
Zanita's afraid of you, but I'm not. I should think you'd hate to have your own daughter afraid of you.
I'm going to warn you once more. If I ever see you touching my daughter, I'll by God horsewhip you till hell won't have it again.
Now, George.
Not one poop out of you, madam.
I think he needs peep.
Yes, now get out of this public building.
I have just as much right as anyone to be in a public building.
Right? How do you get any right around here, aiding and abetting the swindling activities of this spellbinding symbol salesman? Do you know what I see written all over you? Reform school. Now get out. Get out, you wild kid.
Papa, please! It's just like Capulet make blood all over the marketplace!
You watch your phraseology, young woman. Now come here. Eulalie,
Yes, George, I only...
you tend to your dance. I'll handle Zanita. Taking up with kids from the wrong side of town.
Marshan, if I could just make you understand.
Well, you can't. And by the way, thanks for nothing. I read that book you gave me cover to cover for a whole week now, and I couldn't find a thing.
Mr. Mayor, if you please.
I'll study your cash as soon as I get these premises off my oldest girl.
Sir,
Yes.
I want you to know I'm vouching for Tommy Gillis. He has the confidence of every kid in town. Heck, you'll be waiting in line to shake his hand after our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members will have to foregather in wheelchairs on account of the broken legs they'll get from tripping over their beards. I'll tell you something, my fine young feathered, my feathered young. Never mind. Oliver, JC, Edward, Owen. I want this man's references and I want him tonight. Don't let him out of your sight. He's sicker than Mississippi sturgeon.
You mean you want us to get his credentials?
Get his papers or get him in jail. I could make myself any clearer if I was a button hook in the well.
Professor Hill, I think Marshan behaved abominably, and I think it was wonderful of you coming to Tommy's defense.
Oh, that was nothing.
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh, no, it wasn't. The man can't dodge you every time a little personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths, the brave man only 500. Unfortunately, the mayor is already pretty upset because of his billiards parlor, and well, I don't suppose a reference from an academic superior like yourself could help me at all, but I couldn't ask you for something like that for me.
Oh, Professor Hill.
You would?
I would love to. I just wish I was a little more informed. I've been meaning to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
His cornet. Mother of pearl keys.
I'm sure it's fine. It's just, he never touches it. Oh, the first week or so, he made a few, experimental blats, I guess you'd say.
Yes. Blats.
But he never touches it. He sings the minuet in G, da-da, almost constantly.
Yes. La-da-dee-da-dee-da-da-da.
But he said you told him it wasn't necessary.
Well,
You told him of some think system.
Miss
That if
Mary.
he thinks the minuet in G, he won't have to bother playing it.
the think system is a revolutionary and method, I'll admit. So was Galileo's conception of the heaven, Columbus's conception of the globe, Bach's conception of the well-tempered clavichord. Now, I cannot discuss these matters here in public, but if you'd allow me to call, when may I call?
Why, any night this week.
We know that you will sit on the unforgiving heart of purest gold.
Sorry, Professor, but we got our orders.
We all been deputized.
Yes. Congratulations. You know, I've been meaning to talk to you all week, but you all seem to get off the subject somehow. Anyways, I've exactly what you need right over the top. It'll just take me a second.
Sorry, afraid I'll have to come along with you.
Oh, let me make sure I have my room key. What's this? Testimonial from Madame Renée, the only female bassoon player to ever perform on the red circuit. Her stage name, of course. Her real name was Lyda Rose Quackenbush.
Could I, see that for a minute?
Oh, you'll never forget the name. Lyda Rose. Same as the old song goes. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose.
To get the sun back in the sky. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Lyda Rose, now everyone knows that I'm hoping you're the same. So here's my love song, not fancy or fine. Lyda Rose, oh, won't you be mine? Lyda Rose, oh, Lyda Rose, oh, Lyda Rose.
Dream aloud, dream again, dream of a lost that might have been. Do I love you? Oh yes, I love you, and I'll bravely tell you. But only when we dream again. Sweet and low, sweet and low, how sweet the memory, how long ago, forever, oh yes, forever, will I ever tell you?
Will you ever stop arguing with yourself? Will you ever tell him? Won't you ever tell him? Ah, yes. Ah, no. Ah, fiddlesticks. Just open your mouth and let it come out.
Now, Mama.
Now, nothing. If he comes to call again, you see him alone. And if you haven't the gumption to tell him how you feel,
Tell him.
well, there's nothing wrong with a lady like him. Mama! Winthrop, where have you been?
Fishing.
Fishing?
With Harold.
You mean Professor Hill?
Look, I still have some worms left.
And did you have a good time?
Scrumptious, he told me all about his hometown. Gary, Indiana, and he said he'd take me there someday, and he told me a song with her names and the S's in it. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, let me say it once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me when. If you like to have a lot of explanation, howling up and on the dog and think of it fun. I will say without a moment of hesitation, there's just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, France, New York, or Rome. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. If you like to have a logical explanation, howling up and on the dog and think of his son. I will say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, France, New York, or Rome. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. I'll be back in a minute. I'm still in your else my life problem.
Leave the dishes, Mama. I'll do them. Don't you have to change for the sociable? There's time for that later.
Shins live around here somewhere?
Oh, Chins live on East Elm. This is West Elm.
Oh, criminy. I see you're the piano teacher in town. Heard of this fellow Hill forming a boys' band?
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no longer. I got the goods on him in spades, that swindling two-bit double rigger. That's why I gotta see Shin. Number 8 makes a 15-minute water stop. Wish it was 20. Would sure like to focus 5 minutes on you, girly girl.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cowell, anvil salesman. But right now I'm out protecting the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Cowie, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my lady's corset cover. That man's been the raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, and he won't spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of piano teacher are you? Didn't you see through him? He's no more professor than...
I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director and is scholastic.
Now, wait a minute. Fine director. Have you heard any note from any band?
No, but...
But nothing, girly girl. He's never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
Mr. Cowell, if you'll just listen.
I'd like to. I'd like to do more than that. I sure have the inclination.
Mr. Cowell, don't you see that...
I'm gonna miss my train.
Wait, Mr. Cowell. I don't know you.
Is that an invitation?
I mean, you don't know me, and well...
Yes, I need more time anyway.
I mean, as well as I'd like to.
No trouble there, girly girl.
I've never met a man who sells anvils before. That's something, well, interesting.
Takes a real salesman, I can tell you that. Anvils have a limited appeal, you know. What am I doing? I'm gonna miss my train, and I gotta leave word about that fellow Hill.
Wait, leave word with me.
Not on your tin type. How do I know you'll deliver these letters?
Try me. There's your train, now run for it.
Why, who do you think you're protecting? That guy's got a girl in every county in Illinois, and that's 102 counties, not including the piano teachers he cozies up to keeps their mouth shut. Neither one of you've heard the last of me, girly girl.
Marion, dear, who is you talking to? Just, why, Professor Hill?
Mrs. Peru. How to do, Miss Marion?
You and Marion come up and sit. I've some jelly on the stove.
Mama, there's no jelly on the stove.
Well, I'll put some on then.
shall we set, as your mother said?
Well,
You
I...
did ask me to call, didn't you?
Did I? I didn't mean
No, Miss
anything.
Marion, of course I'm not suggesting your invitation referred to anything other than academic enlightenment. The think system. I've been over a few times to explain it to you this week, but there always seems to be people around. Ladies, mostly.
Yes, Miss Squire, and several of the ladies.
That's good. When I want anyone beating my time. Well, obviously tonight isn't a good time. I'll see you later at the social.
Wait, Professor Hill. Is it true that you've developed, well, what I'm trying to say is it really true you've developed a think system?
A think system? Yes. It's really quite simple. As simple as whistling. No one has to tell you what to do with your lips when whistling. You just think of a tune and blow. Now, if you try this before...
I take your word.
Could we sit down?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers?
I dare say you meet a dozen, even 100.
Well,
Are they all as fascinated with the think system as I am?
some more, some less. One young lady even thought up a similar system. Showed me a few refinements.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
No, don't let me keep you. You must have many more important matters to attend to.
I can't think of one.
And I say I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, where'd you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Oh? Well, one mustn't believe everything they hear. For one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he'd left an assured job with us, so Mother Winthrop and I could have some security. Now, surely you don't believe that...
Of course not. Then why do you think people start these rumors?
Narrow-mindedness, jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly. And jealousy starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Oh, nothing about you personally, just generally.
What have you heard generally?
Just that... But of course it stands to reason that narrow-mindedness and jealousy can lead to, well, take you for instance, and your attentions to customers. Well, music teachers might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they? I mean, honestly, mightn't they?
Why?
And so you say if another salesman or someone just as jealous, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things?
Why, of course.
It just stands to reason that you should never listen to everything you hear if we could just discuss.
Miss Mary, I'd be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. But couldn't we do it sitting down? You do sit, don't you? Your knees bend and all.
Oh, yes. We could sit on the porch steps.
Or we could sit in a hollow log over at the footbridge.
Oh, I couldn't. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk.
I've got to dress for the sociable.
Then meet me there in 15 minutes.
Oh, tonight isn't the best night. Maybe tomorrow.
Miss Mary, pile up enough tomorrows and you find you collected nothing but a bunch of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I want to make today a day worth remembering.
Oh, so would I.
The footbridge. 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama!
What?
Professor Hill just asked me to meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be and saints be praised, it works!
What does?
I've been using the think system on you from the parlor.
are here. The kids are in them already, but people are gonna be screaming for music if those kids don't show up at the social. Here's most of the dough. I got Tommy to collect it. He's trying to keep the kids together at least. Pretend to hold a practice over at the lumberyard.
Thanks, Mars. Go get the rig.
I got it.
Well, what time's the break though?
9:40 from the junction.
It ain't even 8:30 yet.
Look, you want to turn a word around here and get yourself caught in a bunny trap, you go ahead.
I got everything under control. I'll meet you over at the hotel. Miss Marion, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
Well, I'd say you're about, 26 years late. Took you all this time to get to the footbridge with the fellow.
If I were honest, it was almost longer.
Oh?
I guess I'm not the first to think clearly when not under the spell of your salesmanship.
Well, certainly you don't think I've been selling you anything.
Oh no, but you've given me something.
Well, I don't recall giving.
Oh yes, you have. Something wonderful. That's why I came. Oh, please don't be afraid. I expect too much more. I know a traveling salesman can't stay put. I know there'll be many ports of call and there'll be many more, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't be grateful for what you've given for me today.
Marion,
There were bells on the hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them winging. No, I never saw it at all till there was you. And there was music, and there were wonderful roses. They tell me it's sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn and view. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you.
There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. Mary, there's so many things you don't know about me.
Hey, Greg!
Excuse me. I'm expecting a call from Hector Berlioz. This could be it. Now what?
Who's the salesman here? Sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
Look, I didn't know I'd be able to leave tonight. I told you I had to keep her on her toes.
Well, she's so far off balance, you can't tell her from the cat over the hurricane.
Listen, Buster Brown, I came up through the ranks on this skirmish, and I'm not leaving without my commission. Now go get the rig.
But Frank-
Beat it! Never a quiet moment in the music business. Now, where were we?
Oh, you were about to tell me something I don't know about you.
Oh, we don't have to get into that now, do we?
Or ever for that matter. Harold, the librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately. But she did when he first came here.
Oh? About what?
Gary Conservatory in class of 05. Harold, there wasn't a Gary Conservatory in 05.
Oh, why, certainly there was.
Because the town wasn't even built until 06. I'll see you at the social later.
You knew all this time?
3 days after you came here, July 7th. I originally intended to use this paper against you, but now I give it to you with my whole heart.
But if you knew, then why didn't you? Oh, why, you little... Well, 110 cornets blazed away, and I finally took my place as the one and only base, and I caught up and down the square.
Good night, my someone, good night. Well,
With 110 cornets close at hand,
our star is shining its brightest light.
there were horns of every shape and sweet dreams, be yours, dearest dreams, they be.
110 cornets played away.
I wish I may, and I wish I might. So good night, my someone, good night.
Greg, this guy's crazy. He's going all over town spilling everything.
I'll say I'm crazy. Missed my train. Probably lost my job. But I got you now here and you'll pay. You would have been in the clink right now if it hadn't been for that piano teacher. I told her all about you and what you do. Lily gagged me around till I couldn't get to shin. That man-hungry doxy.
Shut your mouth or I'll kill you.
You bully. You big blow-off. I'll stay in this town till you get yours up, down, through, and sideways. Why? You never even knew the territory.
The racing alley, Greg. Come on, hurry up.
Two Grecian ferns and a fountain. Trickle, trickle, trickle.
Stop! Stop! Listen to this man. You gullible green grass goats! Can't you get it through your minds that you're being swindled out of your eye teeth right now? There's a burglar in the bedroom and you're fiddling in the parlor. I'm talking about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket. Same thing! He's been in your wallet, mister, and yours, madam, and yours, little lady, ever since he came to this town. There's more documented evidence than you'll have any time to see. There isn't any band, he's never made any band, and there's never going to be any band. And if you don't hunt this man down right now, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the next train out of town.
Now will you believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for?
I want my money back.
Money back? I want his high.
After him. And when you find him, bring him to the gymnasium. After him. By the brick. Back in the privy.
I've been looking for you everywhere.
Harold, I've been looking for Winthrop. He's run away. Oh, please go, Harold, please. They're even talking about tar and feathers.
I had to talk to you one more time.
Oh, you know you don't owe me a thing. Not a thing. Now, please, go.
Rick! He isn't anywhere around here. Was turned down by the trick!
Winthrop!
Whoa, steady here, son.
I'm not your son. Let go of me.
Not till I talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen. You won't tell me the truth anyway.
Would too.
Would not.
Would too. Tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty rotten crook?
Yes.
Let me go, you big liar.
Well, you wanted the truth, didn't you? And I gave it to you. Now I'm bigger than you, and you're gonna listen to me, okay? I wanted you in the band so bad. That's why I put you in it, so you quit moping around, feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, it's none of your business.
I wish you'd never come to River City.
Don't say that, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe everything he's ever said.
He promised us.
I know what he promised us. And it all came true. The lights, the colors, the flags, and the symbols.
Where was all that?
And the way that every kid in this town walked around and acted. Especially you. And the parents, too. Do you think I wish you'd never come to River City?
You do, don't you?
No, Winthrop. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor, hurry up!
I can't go, Winthrop.
Why not?
Because for the first time in my life, I have my foot caught in the door. Was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all, till there was you.
Greg! Greg, the heel! That way! That way!
Go on, Professor, that way, that way!
Which is why I interrupt the program at this point. Rest assured the snake in our bosom would have been misapprehended by this time. Yes, and always remember, my fellow river citizens, as mayor of this city, I did everything in my power to prevent this dire happening from happening. Fourscore!
What have you done to get our money back? That professor nearly collected $300 just tonight for uniforms.
And we haven't even seen them uniforms yet.
He's slippery. I told you.
I haven't seen any uniforms or my boy since just after supper. He's a kidnapper! Fine situation here.
7. Just a minute. Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has struck down Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those, as I have heard, who are melting tar and collecting feathers, I will not say them nay.
Well, I ought to think there got to be some of you who could forget our everlasting, Iowa-stubborn, chip-on-the-shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Well, do you remember? Do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful for what he's brought to River City. And I think that you would want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there is a man in this hall who thinks that this man Hill shouldn't be tarred and feathered, let him raise his hand.
Now, George.
You let him put it down. And the rest of you standing there like a coat of Shropshire sheep. Have you forgotten how you bought high-priced band instruments, technical instruction books, and expensive uniforms? Have you forgotten the clear understanding and warranty that your child will be taught to play in a band? Well, where's the band? Where's the band?